All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No. Check. Patriot.
Play action here with Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's Rosen to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, Rosen lets it go for Nelson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Dorsett. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Gun. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Rosen off the play action. And he fires one incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Reset.
2nd down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Gun.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rosen back into his end zone. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, 46, 46. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On the return is Peterson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
first down throw for Prescott. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, 4-8. 26.
Prescott now. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
3rd and long for Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now it's Peterson. Nifty footwork at the 45. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gone! Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action here with Rosen. Shakes off the sand. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rosen will throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Dorsett on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Gun. 46. You go 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Switch and 8. Gun. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Switch and 8. Switch and 8. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Here we go. 480. Here we go, 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Sweat to 8. Here we go, 46. Move.
Prescott yet again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here, as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Parkey's kick is good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. And Nelson's got him here right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And spins away. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It's taken to the 26. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll set up a throw. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They needed 18 yards, and that's exactly what they got. And by the nose of the football, it's a first. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he spins through. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. I got a left. Tight dog. Leopard. Gun. Gun.
Looking to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here you go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Gun!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking for a... All-pro tight end Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
Switch and 8. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover for us, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch and 8. Switch.
Second down, Prescott. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing, Prescott. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun. 46.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Here we go, 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The son Reddick in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
46.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
46. 46. 46.
Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One last shot now for Prescott. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
Let's go, get out, get out. Trip. 26.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, Prescott stripped. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they suffer just their week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.